pray against plane crash in the United States of America. So please pray for planes, for flight, especially this January 3rd to January 26th, because I'm seeing a lot of planes crashing. I'm seeing some.
Now at 6, we are getting conflicting reports here tonight after a plane crashes in Bangor last night during the storm. Bangor police say no one survived and that 6 people were listed as being on that flight.
This despite an earlier report from the FAA that said 7 people died and 1 survived. As Jackie Mundry reports from Bangor, the airport director deferring to the federal agencies.
The plane crashed due to unknown circumstances and caught fire when it hit the runway, according to the FAA. But it's unclear if weather played a factor.
There were de-icing operations occurring at that time.
Weather at the Bangor International Airport is described as heavy snow and freezing fog at the time of the crash. Also at the time of the crash, planes were landing and taking off as normal, including a Breeze Airways flight that was about to take off to Orlando.
I'm catching fire, so pray that God will protect these planes so that even if they are about to crash, they will instantly make emergency landing and they will land. Okay? Pray against plane crash in the United States of America. To pray against plane crashes in the world. Now, when we say these things, people are going to say, are you wanting people to crash? No, we don't want people to crash. We're just giving some dates that people need to pay attention to. Okay? So pray very well for the world. This January, pray from the 3rd of January. From the 3rd of January to the 26th of January. 3rd of January to the 26th of January. Pray against plane crash around the world.
Several people now confirmed dead after a business jet crashed in Bangor, Maine. This is the very cold scene where that happened. Last night, it happened as that deadly winter storm battered New England with snow and wind. So CBS News' Chanel Call is watching this one closely. Chanel, a lot of people will wonder how that jet was even able or given permission to take off and fly in this weather.
Yeah, and I mean, that will be part of the ongoing investigation, Reed. But at this point, authorities are remaining tight-lipped about what could be the cause because, of course, they will need to take a close look at a variety of different factors. They're saying that there were 8 people on board this plane. At a news conference this morning, the FAA confirming this. And at this point, they say, as you mentioned, this was a private flight, not a commercial flight. We also understand when it comes to the plane itself, this was a Bombardier Challenger 600, so a small plane, not a big commercial passenger jet. We don't know exactly where this was headed, Reed, but at this point, authorities are saying that it took off from Bangor Airport at around 7:45 p.m. last night, and shortly after taking off was when it crashed. Officials also say the response was swift, that first responders arrived on scene within about a minute of that crash. And as for cause, as I noted, it is obviously too early for them to say definitively that it was weather, but we do know that we were in the middle of this massive winter storm moving across the country yesterday, and of course also impacting conditions in Maine. In fact, some local forecasters were reporting this morning that it was snowing when this plane took off. So